Hi everybody, it's Marvin Taller with Run Your Own Race, and here's today's message. Today's message: when you run your own race, you will be scorned, you will be booed, you may be hissed at, and people may think you're crazy. I can give you a perfect example. I was speaking to a group of high school juniors today in my capacity with the work I do with students, and I gave them an example. I gave them a very noted example, which is that successful people sit up front. Now, I've observed this in life, and I was speaking in the terms of classroom and seminar world, but if you look around in life, we know this to be true. There are only 22 seats in first class, and there's no unsuccessful people sitting in first class. Now, that's not to say that there aren't tons of successful people who say, I'd rather save that $1,500 to $2,000 and do something else with it. But successful people sit up front. If you watch an NBA game, who's sitting on the front row? You got Jack and Jay-Z and Spike and successful people sit up front. And that didn't go over too well with the students. They began to boo. They're like, that's not true. You know, well, do you sit in first class? And they were challenging me. Now, here's the thing. I don't have to sit in first class to know a truism, right? I shared another thing with them. Is that how you do anything is how you do everything. And I've shared this with students. I've shared this with adults. And we all, and so many people resist and push back against that. But if you're late to work, I'm pretty sure you're late everywhere. People who are late, right? Just like people who are successful, people who are on time. People, you know, it just who you're being, because it's your beingness, right? So it was interesting to get this mixed reaction and some disdain and some scorn, but actually, I was only speaking to a small group of students out of the large group, and that group did come along and they did come sign up for my program, my after-school program. And it just got me thinking about running my own race, right? Because, you know, when you run your own race, not everyone's going to agree with you. Not everyone is going to be happy with you. But it doesn't mean that you're wrong or they're wrong or they're right or whatever. It just means that you're running your own race, okay? So stay the course, everybody. You know, I'm inviting you, just like I invited these students. I'm going to invite you to wake up, to live a modern life, and to run your own race. Take care, everybody, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye-bye.